So, if you've been following along on my Twitter and my Facebook pages, you probably know that I've been in London for the past week or so, which means all the videos you've been seeing were scheduled uploads that I'd done previous to me leaving for London, which I'm in right now, but I'll be back on Monday, so that's all fine and dandy. The unfortunate thing, of course, is that my uploads were not enough to cover the entire week, meaning that I have to kind of make a video here right now on this less than ideal internet. But I've got an original black-white battle for you, no black-white 2 today, but it seems like an interesting-ish one. I threw some guys together for an Ubers team, and I wanted to try a bit of Hail. This was like 6 or 7 months ago, but it was an interesting game, I thought, so I might as well show you guys and see how it goes. So, lead off with an Bomber Snow, and he has a Groudon, so we're going to have a Weather War straight away, as is the case in most Ubers matches. And I decide that I do not want to be staying in here. He is slower, he actually gets the weather advantage there, meaning that his sun's going to stay up, and I am going to go into Wobbuffet thinking, you know, whatever he wants to go for, whatever it may be, Wobbuffet can probably take a hit and potentially counter him back. Now, as you can see, Fire Punch does a lot. It does over half, and I'm thinking, this could come down to the wire. Maybe I'll be able to counter him, and thankfully, min-max damage balances out, I think, just about there, leaving me at 13 HP, allowing me to counter him back for a whole whopping like 500 something HP damage, which Groudon definitely does not have enough to live. So he's going to go down, which is fantastic. I mean, Wobbuffet living there really saved me a lot of trouble, because Groudon's a pain in the ass. And it also means that I can kind of have the weather war going my way, which is a nice thing, obviously, in any case. So, brings in the Venusaur and tries to growth on me, which I guess was, I mean, it's not the best of things to do on a Wobbuffet, especially if you can just kill it. I would recommend just going for the kill, because at that point, there was the threat of me encoring, and of course I managed to encore him into a non-attacking move, meaning that I can go into this Abomasnow and be able to just smack things with Blizzards, also getting my weather up in the process and securing the weather for the rest of the game, because his Groudon is dead. So that's pretty fantastic. And this is a weird switch, which I didn't really understand, why he goes into Hydreigon here. I can't really explain it, honestly. I'm not sure if he just didn't want anything on his team to take a hit and thought that him having Hydreigon in Ubers was kind of useless, so he went into it to die just as Death Fod. I don't know, but he went into it nonetheless. And I'm going to kind of go into a little bit of Death Fodder here. More likely to be Sleep Fodder, because I know that Darkrai's like to go for the Dark Void first, as opposed to any kind of offensive move, and that's exactly what this one does. I'm hoping that after the Leftovers and Hail and Bad Dreams, I should be able to live, so that I can keep Wobbuffet just as Sleep Fodder, meaning that he can't put anything else on my team to sleep. So I can bring him back, go to my own Darkrai, predicting the Dark Pulse just to finish me off, and put myself in a pretty dandy position to go for the Dark Void on anything on his team that may want to come in and take it, or just, you know, whatever he has that may want to fall asleep, because falling asleep is something that must happen a lot. Anywho, goes into his Venusaur. I missed the Dark Void, so no biggie. I can just go for another one, right? And I'll be able to hit the Venusaur, and we'll all be... Nope! Miss it twice! Miss it twice in a row. Back-to-back misses of Dark Voids. And ladies and gentlemen, I have never had the best of luck with Dark Void. In fact, I've pretty much had the worst of luck with Dark Void. Whenever I use Dark Void, it seems to simply just not want to work ever. Meaning that in this case, I lose Darkrai. And though having Venusaur asleep wasn't really... I mean, it would have been nice, because he would have had something useless on his team, which I could have killed at a later point. But the main thing about it is the fact that my Darkrai dies, which I think it could have been kind of useful for later on in this game, and that's going to kind of bite me in the ass as we go along. But at this point, he brings in the Ho-Oh, and I just don't want Iceeus Ice. Oh, if you didn't, yeah, Iceeus Ice killed the Venusaur with a Judgment. I didn't even mention, but Ice Iceus, he's kind of cool. I like using it on this team. I don't know why. It doesn't even make a huge difference. I don't even think I'm running Blizzard on it. So it's not like it makes... Whatever, I'm just running it. It's there and cool. So anyway, things happen, and I died with Wobbuffet because I needed Death Fodder. The bad thing about this entire situation scenario thing is that Ho-Oh now has the speed boost from the Flame Charge, which is horrible. So horrible, because now he's faster than everything on my team. The nice thing that this Abomasnow had, however, was the fact that it was focus sashed, meaning that I could live whatever hit he wanted to go for, being the Sacred Fire, and I could go for the Blizzard, which ends up freezing him, which in the end is actually not going to matter one iota, because, ladies and gentlemen, he has Sacred Fire, which can thaw out himself and be able to kill Iceeus. I forgot about that completely. I went into my Iceeus thinking, hey, I should be able to have one freeze turn and then be able to kill him, right? No, because he just thaws out and destroys my entire face. At this point, I'm thinking, wow, I'm done. I'm completely gonna be destroyed by this Ho-Oh. Thankfully, Reuniclus, the bulky man alive, is able to live a Brave Bird from the Ho-Oh, the man who Brave Birds everything. Live on 26, go for the Trick Room, and be able to kind of outspeed a lot of his dudes at this point. I was thinking, you know, this is a Life Orb Reuniclus, so I should be able to do a lot to this Giratina. Doesn't actually do that much, because Giratina O is very bulky. It's a pretty damn hefty Pokemon, so really unfortunate that happens. He actually... I'm not sure if he's carrying the Shadow Sneak, but it would have been smarter for him to go for the Shadow Sneak there. I see he's carrying Shadow Force, which is... I guess Sub and Shadow Force works, but in this situation it's not really going to benefit him that much. He's going to be able to kill Reuniclus, sure, but he's going to eventually die to the hail, and well, I was able to do a little bit of, well, I was basically able to kill him, as it were. Anyway, it is not a big deal, because I'm able to go into cure him here, and I'm guessing he doesn't have another move offensively apart from Shadow Force, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure why he's going for the Shadow Force here. He probably could have just hit me for some solid damage, but I guess he forgot that he would just get buffeted by the hail and die this turn, which is exactly what happens, and, well, he's, yeah, things. At this point, I'm bad, because Darkrai is still alive on his side. Nothing on my team is asleep, so he can basically put anything. I think Kyurem is the only thing I have left. I think it's the only thing I have left, and my only opportunity, and I think this is his last guy as well, so my only opportunity is to wake up and get the Ice Beam off. And do I do it? I don't do it that turn. Maybe I can live a +2 Dark Void, Dark Pulse, maybe. Who knows? Is Kyurem bulky enough? Can he do it? I don't know. Maybe coming down to the wire. I do know. No. He can't, and Darkrai managed to finish me off, which leaves him with the 1-0, which I guess was interesting enough. That was, I guess, an Ice Hail team, as it were, in the Ubers meta game. It's alright. It wasn't very good, but yeah, when you have a Ho-Oh with +1 speed, there's lots of terrible things it can do to you, and I was pretty much scared at that point, and I couldn't do anything. So, if only I still had the Scarf Darkrai. If only I still had that thing left, I would have been able to utilize it to my advantage later. But alas, Dark Void doesn't want to hit, so thanks, game. Alright, that's whatever. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this gets uploaded in time. I don't know if it will. Alright, bye. See you guys later. Goodbye.